here in Germany, with the X30 Junior class starting first with the B versus C qualifying heat.
That went to the likes of Harrison Mackie, and the driver starting on the front row alongside Didier Krieft, Benjamin Magnac from Spain. But as the engines fire up, let's take you through the full starting lineup. It's Didier Krieft and Benjamin Magnac on row number 1. Sid Rademacher and Nikita Nikashov round out row number 2. Elvis Karakauskis and Toby Gale round out row number 3 in the top 6, ahead of Niels Malik and Quintin van Leeuwen on row 4. Katrina E and Archie Owen round out row 5. Katrina E needing a good race in this one after retirement earlier on. We'll have Moritz Moore and Matteo Meles on row number 6.
Row number 7, Andrea Galimberti and John Elder, followed by Nathan Johnston, Emilio Byrne, Daniel Oliver Sanchez, Arthur de Donker, Bruno Matrurlo, Ben Goetz, Noah Nolken and Julian Bubb. A total of 22 drivers making their way onto the track. Hopefully we do have everybody with us for the 2 warm-up lap, and I want to get the grid information. That's how it stands in the qualifying heats at the moment, with Harrison Mackie winning of his first qualifying race earlier today in front of Benjamin Magnac, 1 win each. Ted Buckley a second place as best result in front of Nikita Nikishov, as well as Bardelati and Pinera. Your top 6, this will evolve. All those drivers have 2 more races to go this afternoon to decide who will be leading the pack coming to Sunday, the most important of all 3 days. As always, in the IAME Euro Series competition, round 3, we went to Spain in Zuera, we went to Franciacorta in Italy. Now we find ourselves back in Germany, in Wackersdorf, for the first time since 2019 and 2018, would you believe? And then we will come back and finish this year's championship in more familiar territory, the home of champions of Genk in Belgium. This place of Wackersdorf, we've seen a lot of great drivers over the years winning on the soil, not only in this competition, but in many international racing series.
Indeed. Well, there's a look at race control. Head of race control, Joanna Falcao in the middle, flanked by Sara Blanco and Michael Redin in the race control building. As we do not go racing, it is a false start. Race director Martin Bean not happy with the formation on that one. They will go round again. There is Martin Bean, our race director, on camera, enjoying the beautiful sunshine out there, but not enjoying that formation lap. So he will send them round for another attempt at that one. A reminder then of the results on previous races. Mackie winning ahead of Buckley in their race. It was Fidelity and Green in that order. Then it was Magnac with Nikita Nikashov. Then it's Pineda and Simmons Torres in that order. So again, all of those drivers looking to do better in this one, maybe improve on some of their positions. I can tell you there's a handful of drivers who certainly want better results than what their previous race was. And yeah, like I was mentioning earlier on, Katrina E being one of them, one of the drivers unfortunately retiring in the early stages. We go on board here with the driver starting behind our man Benjamin Magnac, Nikita Nikashov starting this race in P4 on the grid. There you can see field all bunched up there, nice and close. Got to keep the momentum going, constantly matching the pace of the driver ahead of you into the tram lines. Lights are green, we are racing, and it's a great start for Krieft as he holds on to the lead of that one. Magnac there, side by side with Nikita Nikashov as they go in towards turn at number 2. Pinch point there, one of the carts doesn't have a good run there. That was the 50 of Niels Malik, unfortunately, who got squeezed on the infield there, goes 2 wheels up in the air, lands back on all 4 and is still in this race. Clear breakaway though for the top 4.
And I think we had Archie Owen as well, the British driver from Cork Promotion, the 114, tumbling down the order as we're on the inside of turn number 9. Already a change for the lead with the 45 through. Beautifully made. It was Benjamin Magnac, the 55, with the Bird machine already ahead of the pack. Second place, third place for Nikita Nikashov on board with the Spanish driver, with the Drake Spain team wearing the Vidiki colors on his racing suit, as Elvis Karzelskas is putting himself in second place right now. As we enter lap number 2, maybe a first look on the inside. Yes, the door was wide open for both Elvis Karzelskas and Nikita Nikashov. Not certainly the best of move from Benjamin Magnac. The door was open and he keeps on going around inside of turn number 4. Beautifully made. 2 positions in 2 turns for Nikita Nikashov as we followed this entire sequence on board. The Drake Spin driver finds himself in the lead. Krasovskas down in P2. Benjamin Manak was able to hold on to that third, but not for long as he dives through. Once again, Krasovskas taking Gale with him. A little bit of a squeeze into the grass for Krasovskas, I'm afraid. He was losing one more positions, and he goes down to P4 as it stands. Danny Kreeft was very close to make it 3 places down.
Certainly was. Well, eyes continuing on this fight all the way throughout. Nikita Nikishov leading the way after gaining 3 places. Benjamin Manak still there in second place ahead of Toby Gale and Kurkauskis. Didier Kreeft. And a change once again, though, at the front as Benjamin Manak sends it down the inside at turn number 2 and says thank you very much. And, well, that's Nikita Nikishov really on the back foot here now, because we'll have to think, what's going to happen? Because Gale, Kreeft, Sid the Radermaker, they're all still there as well. So if they've just seen Benjamin Manak get past, probably the drivers behind are thinking the same thing, you know, maybe I can go for that move as well. But at this moment, he's been safe, not having too much drama at this point of the race. Fastest driver, Jorn Helder, who's up 7 positions with Nat Johnston. Artur Didonka up 9 places. Action here, Jorn Helder looking down the inside there. Looked like he was trying to go for the move there, or was it Krakowskis on Stig the Radermaker? I think that's what it was in the background, but I don't think there's been any change. Well, there is a change at the front here, down the inside. Here comes Nikita Nikishov, and Gale tries to go through as well. Just gets squeezed out there and now loses 2 positions. Kreeft and Stig the Radermaker go through. Maniac back into second.
Yeah, it was great footage from the sideline of the track as one of the drivers is turning himself into the back marker, having to let everybody through with 1 lap down, and the 54 from Falcon Racing. Quinten van Leeuwen, disappointing and premature end to his race for Quinten that we've seen previously, fighting at the forefront. As around the inside goes one of the fusions. Beautifully made further back as it was Danny Kreeft by the look of it. We'll get back to that. Now he's still in second place, Danny Kreeft. It was Stig the Radermaker actually making his way past Benjamin Manak. And the Radermaker, that's going to be an interesting turn because he's going to be supporting, or I thought he was going to be supporting his teammate Danny Kreeft, but he's having none of it because Benjamin Manak was there ready to take the positions back, which he just did. Don't forget that Benjamin Manak has been very, very fast since the start of the weekend. 1 heat win already for him. Maybe trying to make it 2 in a row. But for that, he's going to need to really get close from Nikishov and Didier Kreeft. Nikishov and Kreeft split by 1/10 for a second. Pretty much nothing, glued together as we're about to conclude lap number 5. Daniel Oliver Sanchez, in the meantime, the 7th being investigated as he finds himself tumbling down the order in a P18 position. We'll get back to that. Here we go, and we might actually have ourselves.
Wow!
Oh, what an attempt! And he goes through. Contact with Manak going around.
Well, Maniac spins at turn number 1, and Didier Kreeft forces the move through the actual kink there before turn 1. Down the inside goes Jorn Helder. He gets past. Krakowskis, Gale's back there as well. Maniac tumbling down the order after setting the fastest lap of the race as well. So that pace wasn't going to save him from that one, and I hope we can see that again. But my goodness, that all started with Kreeft going down the inside and just slowing the 2 drivers down because Nikita Nikishov just wasn't ready for that move to happen.
Definitely not. We've seen that happening on a couple of occasions, but this time there was pretty much no space for Didier Kreeft to go through that unhurt. And once again, he's going to try and run the inside. That's just John Halliday on Stig the Radermaker. Well, the Fusion drivers, after just what happened, might see this corner fit to the performance, and they're willing to recover. Another attempt. Oh, and a contact. Another one, sorry, with the 23. Toby Gale getting on the rear wheels of one of his rivals up there. That was a close call. We must need to see that again. It's actually getting very hectic and aggressive in some ways in this first qualifying heat of the day. Look at them, 3 side by side, and one of them being squeezed onto the grass. Still going to try to make it through. Johnston, by the look of it, won the 1 through 3. Indeed, it was going right inside of the last turn. We might actually have ourselves a bit of a drama. It keeps on going in that pace.
Yep, certainly will do. Right, on to the final lap of the race. And Moritz Moore dropped down the field on that last one. So it's Didier Krieft who leads the way from Nikita Nikishov. Krakowskis there in third. Arthur Dodonka. Now it's Stig de Rademaker who is the battle that we're watching here, or Arthur Dodonka as well. They are battling away for fourth place downwards. That is the battle we're seeing here. But eyes on the front drivers as we cut back to this one now. It is de Rademaker who leads this train here. But Didier Krieft holding on to the lead, I think, might be comfortable enough to hold on to this position. But it was such a brave overtake to get him into this position through the kink at the first half of the lap. The checker flag's going to come out, and it's going to go the way of Didier Krieft across the line. He will take the win ahead of Nikita Nikishov. Elvis Krakowskis finishes in third place. Arthur Dodonka for RSD Racing, 14 places gained, finishes in P4. An absolute superb drive from Arthur Dodonka. Toby Gale finishing in P5 ahead of Jorn Helder, who gained 8 places to finish in P6. Stig de Rademaker finishing in 7th place ahead of Katrina E, finishing in P8. Emilio Burnt ahead of Nat Johnson. They round out the top 10. Good recovery there for Katrina E. Only the 1 place gained, but much better result than earlier on. There's a look then at the provisional classifications at the end of that race. Moritz Moore rounds out then 11th place ahead of Archie Owen. Matteo Melis ahead of Benjamin Maniac, who stayed in the race despite the fact spinning at turn 1. Nilas Malik rounding out the top 15. 16th place downwards sees Julian Bubb, then it's Ben Gott, Bruno Matulio, Noah Nolkin, Daniel